Hey everyone, welcome back to Poplar Preparedness. I am in a commandeered office in a Baptist Resource Center here in Eastern Kentucky that I am sleeping at upstairs in a bunk room. I have a little bit of time here because I've taken a day off as we're waiting for my teams to cycle, but I want to walk through some of the reports that you guys are sharing with me about what's going on out there. So let's jump right into it, shall we? Linda C. says, I went to visit my friend in town today that has a deli. She has not been able to get turkey breast from her provider for a couple of weeks. She called another couple places today and they said they're out. None of them know when they'll be getting more. That's right, turkey lunch meat. She told me, I'm going to the store and get a turkey. I said I am too. I got there and there were 5. One I had to give to a guy working in the meat department because it had a huge rip down the side of the plastic. I then went to get a half gallon of milk. No half gallon of anything. A lady's standing in front of the milk and she looks at me and says, I'm not from here. Is it always like this? I'm not that, I'm like not to this extent. I guess we're getting to be a lot like other places. I'm in Idaho. Hearing a lot of that out there. Dairy seems to be more and more of an issue out there. All right, I'm hearing a number of people complaining about carrots. So I don't know if you guys are seeing issues with carrots. People getting carrots home, washing them, and the orange is coming off. They're getting seeing how nasty, unpeeled, and just the carrots are already starting to go to mush. And this is one person, Heidi, says, the carrots do not look like this until I wash them, and it's just like they're just covered in brown and discolored. They haven't been peeled, which they don't always have to be peeled, of course, but it's like almost like a mold, almost like on them. It says the carrots at Costco have been awful for months. This is after being soaked, washed, and scrubbed. The carrot tops are always slimy or black. I trashed the ones that were slimy and half rotten. I am lucky to be able to use half a bag, and this is out in Utah, Salt Lake City area. Valerie says, my Aldi had no fresh meats today. The coolers were working and the shades were pulled down, but not one package of meat on the shelves. And we're hearing more and more of the cooler thing. The freezers being down has not stopped. I just keep getting more and more reports from you guys about this. It's like seeing whole areas taped off where you're not allowed to buy the food. And you can see the food, but you're not allowed to buy the food. Other places where we see entire display cases completely empty, more and more, and just no explanation, or the explanation that the freezers are down. And just it feels systematic. That's what I'm saying here. We haven't heard these type of reports. We haven't heard this type of stuff. In my personal experience, I've never seen this many outages of freezers and coolers out there. We're just seeing this across the way. Please do keep your reports coming, by the way. If you want to shoot me an email, you can always shoot me an email at poplarpreparedness@gmail.com, or you can pop it down in the comments below, particularly on update videos like this one. This is Maribel. Hello, sharing from Southwest Arizona. I shop at Sam's once per month, but today I left the store without many things on my list. No yogurt, cheese, bacon, ham, etc. I have never seen this store this way. I also live near the border and wonder if this is part of the chaos from folks crossing over and detained nearby. This is from Janice in Pensacola, Florida. Hi, Steve. Been seeing lots of holes in rice at Walmart. Only a few bags available or none for the past few weeks. Also, peanut butter is scarce. I I have checked 2 Walmarts, a Publix, and a Grocery Advantage here, and all use-by dates on most things are within 6 months, and can't find mayo of any brand with use-by date past March 2023. Hope this helps. Folks, you know, people panicked about the whole 2020, I forget what year it was, but with the whole Mayan calendar, it's going to like come to the end of the world because there wasn't any more slots on the Mayan calendar. What does that say when all of our food is going to expire in early 2023? There's no food that's going to actually last past 2023. What do the people stamping the dates on those cans, you know, what have they been hearing from their masters? What, you know, is that the apocalypse? I mean, like, is there no time after that? Because, you know, as we get closer and closer to early 2023, all of the dates just seem to line up with this, because they know that all food will be gone and not edible after this date. And it just seems like all of the produce on our shelves just getting shorter and shorter dates. You get a bag of potatoes and it just doesn't last very long, does it? You used to be able to put potatoes in your refrigerator and they'd last for like, you know, 9-10 months. You used to be able to put them in a cool, dark place and they'd last for months and months and months. And now they're just going bad like that. And that goes for everything. You put greens in your fridge, you put spinach or salad mixes that you buy from the store, and it's just like it's going bad already before you even put it in the fridge. Since when has that been happening? Jennifer and Bert L. I live in Ottawa, Ontario, and was in our local pharmacy on Saturday called Shoppers Mart. It's a nationwide chain of stores, and the largest in our neighborhood. I was surprised to see the shelves for children's cough syrup. Both were completely empty. When I asked at the pharmacy counter, the employee said I should try at a smaller location for stock. As they were completely sold out, I looked for children's chewable, Advil, ibuprofen, and thankfully was able to find it across the street at Walmart and bought extra. When you have a store whose purpose it is, a pharmacy, it is to treat things like colds and sniffles, and they don't even have that. Like, that's kind of the whole point of the whole store. Go to a grocery store and they just don't have food. That's not how it should be. She also adds, also I have noticed at 2 different grocery stores that baby formula is now behind locked glass doors. Have you seen that video out there? Have you seen the video of them destroying hundreds of thousands of cans of baby formula? Have you seen that out there? She also adds, prayers and blessings to you and all in Eastern Kentucky. We appreciate those prayers, and please do keep praying for the people here in Eastern Kentucky. One of the things that we've seen in Eastern Kentucky here is that a lot of people, the flood isn't even the worst thing that's happening in their lives. We've seen people whose parents have recently passed, people who are sick, people who having real life struggles that are personal SHTF situations, and the flood was just added on top of that. Beth S. says, here is an update from Northeast Iowa. I spoke with the manager of our small town Dollar General, and she said that she had to make over 4,000 price changes this week. She also said that she has only one other employee besides herself to work the store. Thank you for all you do. God bless. Yeah, bless you too. So we're seeing this where people are struggling out there, but there just doesn't seem to be anyone working. People can't afford food, can't afford to live, but everyone who seems to be able to work or who is working is already working 2 or 3 jobs. Everyone is working themselves to death, and yet it just seems like there is this absence of workers out there. Now, we've already talked about how a lot of this is that older generations have, they were delaying their retirements, and they, through this whole situation in the last couple of years, just said, I've had enough, and they all just kind of walked away. And that's because they could, and because they didn't want to put up with all the garbage that's going on out there. Kelly says that she wanted to share this picture of Walmart coffee cans, and there's like hardly any left on the shelf. She says, barely there now. Thank God I get mine from Sam's Club. We are stocked up in our apartment, kind of cluttered with food all over, but don't fret. Jesus is going to return, and we've all been warned. So this is from Pete in South Africa. Sends a sign of an out of stock sign from his store. These signs are starting to appear here by us. Secunda, I can't pronounce that next one, Pamanglanga. There were about 7 items with this. All round, the stock was good. Prices are way up. I think they're doing this step by step in South Africa to slowly let the people come to accept the coming problems as they fear people in the streets, etc., like we had last year. Hopefully that's not the case, but unfortunately we seem to be more, the stores seem to kind of know what's coming, and they seem to start trying to warn you what's coming with those signs. And so, our heart goes out to the folks in South Africa. They've been through some really rough times recently and are going through rough times now. As I keep saying, folks, keep stocking up what you can, because we're going to see more of those out-of-stock signs. We're going to see more limit signs. And if they can jam through controls on your money, like the crypto dollar or the electronic dollar, which they're trying to get through. They're trying to do that with the electronic euro. All these blockchain central bank issued dollars and euros and other currencies, it's all about control. They want to see what you're spending your money on. They don't like the idea of you getting to buy whatever you want to buy, because in order to save the planet and everything else like that, they need to control you. But it's all really in the end just about that control over you, to make you do what they want you to do, and that way they can control every aspect of your life completely. And that's the scary thing about it, is that these people really do want to control every aspect of your life. So please do keep your reports coming. You can pop them down in the comments down below, or you can email them, like I said, to poplarpreparedness@gmail.com, and I will keep these reports flowing to you as best I can. I am still out in Eastern Kentucky, and like I said, my cell phone hasn't worked for a week, but I get some internet here, and I will try to keep you updated as best I can on what's going on. All right, folks, God bless you all. If you like this video, you might want to check out this video right here. Otherwise, I will see you later. Steve Poplar, out.